Hi everyone, thanks very much for being here. I'm Senator Penny Orman-Payne, Greens Senator for Queensland and Greens spokesperson for social services. And I'm very privileged to be joined today by Jenny Miller and Kath Madgwick, who are here to advocate for their sons Reese and Jared, who lost their lives as a consequence of Robodebt. And the question that we're here to ask today is, how long do Jenny and Kath have to wait, along with other victims of Robodebt, for justice for their sons? It is now 2 years since the Royal Commission into Robodebt, and the government has still not implemented all of the recommendations of that commission. And in particular, they still haven't implemented a 6-year limit on debt recovery, and they are still continuing to roll out a system of income support that punishes and criminalises people on welfare payments. We are seeing this evening a bill will be coming on into the Senate that again does not do justice to people who have been impacted by unlawful actions of the government and the department of some of the most vulnerable people in our communities. So we are here today to help elevate the voices of Jenny and Kath and all those other people who 2 years after the Royal Commission and years after Robodebt are still here fighting for justice. And I'm going to hand over to Jenny, who's going to speak to you next.
Good afternoon, everyone. Look, for myself, it's been nearly 9 years that I've fought for my son who took his life over the Robodebt scheme. It's when the Royal Commission was finished, we were all quite excited. We thought that we were going to get some answers to a lot of the questions that we had. We thought we'd get some justice. We thought we'd get some accountability. And here we are, nearly 2 years later. The National Anti-Corruption Commission has been kept under a private screen. We're not having any updates. We've got a person that was put in charge that was clearly in conflict with some of the parties that were meant to be investigated. After 12 months, he stated that there was nothing to be seen here. So, of course, here we are again, waiting for someone else to go through and investigate. We had an investigator investigate the investigators. I mean, you can't make these stories up, So how long do we have to wait before we get answers? How long do we have to wait before the SEAL section will be released? And we're going to keep fighting, and they're just not going to get rid of us because they think that we're going to give in. Well, we're not going to give in. We are going to keep fighting for the truth. We are going to keep fighting for accountability. We are going to keep fighting for justice. And it's not just for our boys, but it's for the hundreds and thousands of people that have been subjected to all of this pressure and just terrible, terrible things that have happened to people. And it's time, it's time for them to step up and actually take some action and actually follow the words that they said at the very start, and that it would be a knack with teeth, that there would be accountability. And so far, we aren't seeing a thing. So I'd really like to hope that in the very near future, we will see some accountability and some justice. And even more. I mean, the justice I would like to see, I can't say to you, but it's certainly there in my head. But thank you so very much. And I'll pass on to Kath.
Hi. I echo Jenny's words. I feel exactly the same way, and it's very, very frustrating to see what's happening with their NACC, and it actually does harm because it does hurt when you see there's more conflict of